The National Energy Regulator of South Africa presented its annual report for the past financial year to the Standing Committee of Energy in Parliament yesterday afternoon. Thomas Maree spoke to Chief Executive Phindile Nzimande following the briefing and started off by asking her on the structuring of tariff programs.
We introduced the IBT with the precise intention of protecting the low-income users. However, we based the blocks on a particular type of operator that has a particular mix of customers. In implementing with various municipalities, they showed us that they needed to use different blocks to be able to still achieve what we wanted to achieve, however, not lose too much revenue. So the amendment is really to ensure that there's equity amongst the different types of operators who've got different profiles of customers. So we probably agree with it, but we just want to go through the processes.
An issue was raised that the cost of energy infrastructure projects will be passed on to the consumer. As a regulator, will you be keeping a close eye on this?
We will keep a close eye on it. Ideally, they should not be passed to the consumer. The regulator passes through costs that are prudently incurred, and these would have to be assessed in terms of that criterion.
Eskom's push for cost-reflective tariffs, essentially over the next 5 years, they want to double the electricity price. What are your views as the regulator?
As a regulator, we also take the view that it would be better to regulate from the basis of cost-reflective tariffs, because then you know the true cost of the service, and if you are subsidizing, you know what is being subsidized, you know who is subsidizing who. So it's in the country's interest that we move towards cost reflectivity. I'm not sure about the operator's view of tariffs doubling. We cannot respond to that.
Can you give us an update on the independent power producer program? Are there going to be any issues of connecting the IPPs to the grid?
There will not be issues of connecting IPPs to the grid, because as they applied, they had to submit proof to us that they have got that sorted out. So some of them have provided letters of undertaking from Eskom, others have indicated that they've signed. Contracts are done, signed with Eskom, the costing has been sorted out. So from that point of view, no, there shouldn't be problems.
At what stage are we in the IPP program in terms of issuing licensing? Have we seen any constructions been taken underway? When will we expect the first IPP to connect to the grid?
As a regulator, we have processed both batches of applications, so the first window and the second window have been processed from our perspective. However, when they start is dependent on financial close, and that's a process that's being undertaken by the Department of Energy, and when they finish, they should be able to start, because from a licensing requirement point of view, that's sorted.